Nacro is an open world free-to-play MMORPG that globally launched some days ago, and I have put in 50 hours into the game. Most of it probably on auto, but I know what the game is basically all about, and I want to give you guys a good explanation on how the game works, what the game is all about, what the end game is all about, and if it's worth at all checking out. So let's get right into it. So when you get into Night Crows, you start making your character and choose your class. The game looks really good. The graphics looks amazing. It's weighted Unreal Engine 5, so the graphics are really nice. The character designs are really nice. And you can choose between many different classes. There are a bunch of classes to choose between, and each class has a subclass. You can become a tank, you can become a healer, you can become a mage, you can be a greatsword user. There's a lot of good classes to choose between, and they have a whole promotion system where you can promote your classes, go in depth in each of the class, and focus on what you want to play. There's no gender lock at all, and even the character customization looks absolutely amazing. So everything from when you get into the game, it looks to be a really good MMORPG. And then when you enter the world, it's still good. You look around the world, it looks absolutely amazing depending on the device you play on. But the game looks really good. But that's when things get a little interesting, because the first thing that you do when you enter the master world is you get a quest. And the quest is auto quest. You click on the quest and it takes you somewhere, and the character will basically walk for you, play for you, do everything for you. It's basically auto combat, auto battle, auto questing, and we can talk about auto questing forever. But in some games, auto questing works because if there are dailies and stuff, it works. But what you start to realize in this game is the auto is what the game is all about, because you start leveling up and you start grinding, and the leveling in this game, even with auto questing, is super slow. I played like I said, 50 hours in it. I'm level 37, 38. Most of the high players are like 42, 43. So the leveling is slow, and everything is autoplay. And when you hit level 30, that's when the questing and the leveling becomes even slower. It's very AFK grindy. So it's not like grindy where you have to actually play the game. It's grindy that you have to leave your device on for a long time, because the questing and the leveling is all about doing the main quest. So you'll have this chapter, this quest right here. The main quest is basically what you follow. This is what gives you the most EXP, and the game basically plays for you, right? Now, once you hit certain level cap, there will be certain thresholds. So what the game wants you to do is they want you to play the game and do kill monsters and do these quests. They want you to be AFK doing these quests, just clicking whenever you need a quest, but they will add certain thresholds they want you to meet. So the one big thing in this game is accuracy, right? So when you start playing the game, you'll have something called accuracy, and if you don't have enough accuracy, you won't be able to damage monsters. Basically, you will miss. So it will increase your threshold of accuracy. So what they want you to do is when you reach these thresholds, you have to increase your character's accuracy to meet that threshold, so the game can still keep playing AFK. And how do you hit these thresholds? Is by doing the other stuff in the game. What is the other stuff that you can do in the game? The other stuff is side quests, AFK side quests, which is killing monsters. Everything in this game, all the quests are about killing monsters. Kill 200 monsters, kill 200 monsters, kill 200 monsters. Basically AFK game. The daily quest, same thing. Kill monsters, kill monsters. That's what you do. And then after that, you're probably like, okay, yo, Spid, I see there's dungeons in this game, right? What are the dungeons all about? Because these are the dungeons that you can do. And this is not your normal type MMO dungeon where you go into a cave or whatever and explore a dungeon, kill mobs, get some cool treasure, fight bosses. These dungeons, I can show you right now. You enter these dungeons and they give different rewards, right? This one gives some token to craft some gear. This one gives materials to craft gear. This one gives some enchantments to increase your stats. This one gives EXP. So let's enter the EXP dungeon. Let's see what the EXP dungeon is about. Let's go kill a big boss. No. So what basically these dungeons are, they're open world dungeons with just a bunch of mobs where you can go AFK and kill mobs. That's basically what it is. And you get like a time limit, and you can increase the time limit by paying. We'll get to the pay to win aspect later, but these you basically have a time limited dungeons, and these dungeons are all about killing mobs, just so you get different rewards. So they just want you to go AFK inside these dungeons. So basically that's how you get these different things to increase your stats or your accuracy so you can keep doing the main quest, because that's what the game is all about. If you go and doing the main quest, you keep doing the main quest. Now let's talk a little bit, because I want to jump into like the content of the game, like the PvE and PvP. But first we have to talk about the gearing process of the game. So the gearing process and how you increase stuff, there's many different things, and it gets overwhelming because they have to have so many different things so they can monetize it, right? So the first thing we can talk about straight up is the enhancement. Like, you enhance your gear, you feed it like these different things, and then there's a chance to destroy the item. So let's just go ahead. Let's just destroy this item for the fun of it, just so I can show you guys. So to check this, to increase this, oh my god, my item got destroyed. And the crazy thing is, I lost the helmet, and it doesn't even say what the percentage chance is to actually increase my gear stats. So that's the first thing. You increase your gear, and then later on you can refine gear and get several different stats. Okay, this is a cool thing. You can just get different stats on your gear, but that's like the main thing, increasing your gear, right? And then you have to craft the gear, and to craft gear you need different materials to enter different dungeons. You get the blue gear, the epic gear, the legendary gear, all that stuff. So that is like the gear stuff. And then you dive a little bit deeper, and then you get into the infused stats. You can infuse to get better stats, basically for your class, small stats. And then you get into the mounts. Now these mounts gives you stats that you can have. This is active stats, and then by collecting more and more mythical mounts and stuff, you guys can get even more stats by combining them. So in slot effects, you will see you'll start getting all these stats. You want to get all the blue mounts, all the epic mounts, all the legendary mounts, because they give all these different stats. And then you have the WS, which is basically weapon skin. And this, you do the same thing, just like with the mounts, collecting all the weapons in the game, or the skins of the game, you get more stats. Then you have your normal weapon, which will give you more stats. And then, so it just keeps building up. There's so much different things to do. You have the collections that gives you stats. So by collecting all these things, you'll get more stats. So basically what I'm saying, there's a bunch of things that will increase your stats in the game, and they want you to do this. They want you, and you can roll. This is like gacha stuff. We'll get into the gacha stuff later, the pay to win, but you can roll for this. You can roll. They want you to spend money to keep rolling to get these stats, right? So you can keep doing the main quest or PvP. So let's get into the PvP next, because this game has PvP. This is a PvP game. Everything in this game is PvP. So what is the PvP all about in this game? Can you do some arenas? Can you do some battlegrounds? Maybe fight people? Because they advertise this game as 1,000-player PvP games, matches. Okay? Now, if you click on the PvP, because you unlock this PvP, you click here. This is not PvP. I thought this was going to be PvP arena, but this is just PvP records. Right? And then you click on the battlefield, and you're like, yo, this battlefront, this is probably PvP. Now, this is basically the 1,000-player PvP map, right? And what is this PvP map all about? I'll show you guys. You go here, you click on this, you go to the Battlefront pile, you enter this place, and this is cool. I have to give it to you. This place is cool, but this is the PvP map. You see there's a massive castle in the middle. You spawn here on each side. It's a gigantic map. So what they mean with 1,000-player PvP is, in this map, there are these spots, level 76, level 72, level 58, etc. And in these places, there's mobs, and these mobs drop loot. And what you do here is you go down there, like these guys down there, you can see them, they're farming. You go there, autoplay AFK, and you farm mobs. But this is a PvP zone, so people can come kill you. That's basically what they mean with 1,000-player PvP. 1,000 people can be in this map on each places and fight. And when there's a Night of Death spawns, you can fight this big elite mob, basically controlled by guilds, right? And that's where the massive battles are going to be, which is going to be most likely on auto, because in this game, they basically let you macro. So what they will do is you can go here, and you can basically do your skill sequence and build it like you want, what your character is going to do in battle, and then the character will do it for you on auto. So it's not, and the combat is very static. The combat isn't fluid at all. You just hit a mob, a player want to run away from you, it can do that. But aside from this mass PvP, we got to talk about other things, because I got to experience some of the PvP. All right, because these dungeons are some of these dungeons are PvP dungeons. So you go into this cave, right, and you can fight players and kill players. So these caves, these dungeons are basically server-wide dungeons. And same with the Battlefront, server-wide. So all these people, if you see the people with white name, they're my guild, and people with orange name is other server guilds. So here, everybody's just farming AFK. You see this, all of these guys are AFK farming here, but you can actually kill them because it's a PvP zone. But this boss spawns, these boss spawns inside this cave right here, and then when the boss spawns, the guilds and servers control these bosses. And when you go try to do this is my experience. I went in there, I was ready for a battle. I tried this 3-4 different times. Every time I go there, my game crashes and I end up in a queue. It's so laggy. They can't even I tried to go at like the lowest time with this least people online. Even then it was super laggy. You can't even enter the room where the boss is. You can't even fight players where the boss is. So the PP is completely useless. It's super laggy, and you can't even experience what the PP is all about. So overall, I have to say, I tried to do some like normal PvP. I made a video on the PvP. You guys can check it out, where I just go and hunt these AFK players. But that's basically what it is. You hunt these AFK players, or you try to compete in these massive PvP fights, and you just crash or lag out. And the whales will absolutely destroy you, because in this game, they don't show you anything. They don't show you other players' level. If you click on this guy, you don't know what level he is. You don't know what HP is. When you fight him in PP, you don't know what HP he is. You don't know anything. It doesn't show you nothing. It doesn't show you your gear, like your craft rate of gear, like what the percentages is to actually lose your gear if you're upgrading it. It doesn't show you the HP. It doesn't show you percent. And the percentages, they don't even show you the percentages on the gacha roll. We'll get to that later, but they show it on the website. But they don't show you anything in this game at all. They hide the percentage of things. They hide stuff, because what they want you to do is they want you to go try to fight a whale, but you don't know it's a whale, and that whale will probably two-shot you, and you'll be like, what's going on? So they want to incentivize this so people don't like leave the game. They want to keep competing and keep trying the PvP, but that's basically what it is. So when you get to the end game, that's the PvP aspect. Let's look at the PvE aspect. What is the PvE aspect in the game? You first think it's the dungeon. It's not. This dungeon is basically PvP, and the other stuff is like AFK. Everything in this game, that you have these dungeons, AFK, basically open world and mob farm, and you have a quest, daily quest, that's the end game, that's AFK PvE farm, and you have the crafting, which is AFK PvE farm. So every like PvE aspect of the game is AFK farm. Everything is AFK farm. Everything is AFK grind. You put it on autoplay. You have even this mode right here, AFK mode, where your character will keep hitting. So they just want you to have your device on at all times, so the game plays for you, right? And you guys are probably asking, Spid, did I ever have fun playing this game? The question is, yes, I did. There was one time I had fun playing this game, okay? That was because I wasn't following the game's rules. Because there was this quest that I got right here, and I think it was like 16 or 20 or something. It was one of these quests, and then there was a boss that I had to fight, right? And the threshold, accuracy threshold for the boss, I was way lower than it. I could barely hit it. I think one out of every 20 hits actually did damage to the boss, right? And so what I had to do is I had to turn off the auto. Yes, I turned off the auto, and I fought that boss, and I kited for 30 minutes. I was popping. I had like 2k potions. I used 2k potions. I used all kind of buffs. I was rebuffing myself, all that. And after 30 minutes, I killed the boss so I could keep doing the main quest. Those 30 minutes was the only fun I had in the game, because in those 30 minutes, I actually had to play the game. Even though the combat was super clunky, I had to kite. I had to use this I had to run away from the boss with my glider and stuff, and then re-engage, heal up, all the stuff. Those 30 minutes was the only fun I had in the game. I did the PP, it wasn't fun at all. So the sad thing about this is this game could have been fun, even with like the really bad combat and everything, and even though like PvP and all the dungeons are super boring overall, the game could have had some fun aspect. It wasn't that much auto, right? Now this game also has a guild system. They have a lot of focus on guild systems. So you basically join guilds, and you check in, and you donate to the guilds, and with the guild, basically everything in this game, the world chat, there's really bad team up systems, really bad everything. If you're planning to do anything, if you're doing AFK farm, trying to do some bosses or anything, you want to talk to your guild. So you want to join a guild. Not really good for solo players this game. You want to join a guild and you want to do things with the guild and plan stuff with the guild. So you join here, you can do a lot of stuff. They also have a guild dungeon. Basically it's an AFK dungeon where you just go in and smack a boss and then you get some loot. Basically this is what it is. So if you are gonna play the game, you want to join the guild. So if you play a guild, and then in the guild you can also like, they have like alliances and stuff, so you can ally or union with the other guilds to get these different bosses and stuff. But overall it's just like a thing, you want to join the guild because farming, like AFK farming dungeons, AFK doing anything is easier when you're doing with people. So you want to basically join a guild. That's basically what the guild system is all about, so you can actually play with others, AFK play with others. Now let's look at the crazy stuff, because now we talked about PvE, PvP, we talked about the leveling, we talked about the gearing. Now let's talk about the pay to win. All right, because this game goes crazy with a pay to win. All right, because first you have all these packages, right? Sick, cool packages. All these packages gives you bonuses, gives you talismans which you need. Every single pack will have some kind of pay to win in them, gold, either diamonds. And let's just get the first thing out of the way. The marketplace exchange is controlled by diamonds. You can craft good items, you can sell them and people will buy them, so you can pay to win these diamonds. You can also get it by grinding in the game, but mainly it's like whales getting all the best items, right? But that's like the minimal pay to win. If you click on that, if you hit up the shop real quick, here's where it comes a big pay to win. Now these things are the ones that give crazy stats, all this stuff, and they don't show here what the stats is to get this mythical gear. But if you look at their website, there's a 0.00001% chance to get a mythical item. So you have to keep rolling. And not only that, let me show you guys. Let's click on the mount probability. Look at this. Okay, this is normal, uncommon, epic. Okay, let's say legendary. To get a legendary mount from this is a 0.002% chance to get this. All right, and if you use a free-to-play gacha for this, there's an even lower chance. It's a 0.0000022% chance to get a legendary. Insane! It's insane. Look at these rates. They want you to roll like thousands and thousands and thousands of these to even get this. It's 2,000. Okay, this one is 2,000 diamonds. Let's see how much 2,000 diamonds is in price currency. 2,000 diamonds, guys, is 20, a little over 20 bucks. So you have a zero every time you use 20 bucks. You have a 0.0001% chance to get a legendary mount. And you need to roll this because, like I showed you, these mounts and these styles, weapon styles, give crazy stats. You can just see this. Look at these stats they give. This is passive stats too that you will equip, and then you get more in-game stats by basically using this. So this is like the gacha of the game. And then you have the gear pieces, these Nicros and these enchantments give you even bigger boost. And this is through diamonds, right? So you keep buying them, keep buying them. And what this game does is, when you are a whale, and then this one is crazy, right? Because this is like, yo, you can get this mount, free epic mount for 1 gold. No, look at this. It's a 4-step thing. So you have to first buy this pack 2 times, and then you have to buy this pack 2 times, $50 pack 2 times. You have to buy another $100 pack 2 times, and then you can get this. And you can do this same thing, and this resets, I think, every 24 days. And they have like a battle pass. They have like a bunch of like pay to win stuff. And then when you whale in this game, so you can one-shot people in PvP, AFK one-shot. You don't even like one-shot, you AFK one-shot or auto one-shot, right? People in PvP. This is where it gets crazy. These guys, they buff pay to win players. Look at this. If you are a top player or high server ranking, right, and you grind a lot, you get more bonuses. So a whale becomes a super whale, omega whale, in the rankings, because they give you more stats. If you whale, they reward you. This game is really good at rewarding people that pay a lot. So they want to make you a super whale. So if you're a free to play player, you're gonna get destroyed. So I've unlocked everything in the game. This is basically what the game is all about. Is AFK. You can do these bosses when they spawn, and then you do the battlefront, you AFK farm mobs. That's basically what the game is all about. And then later on, these things will unlock level 45, NFT and token. Let's talk a little bit about that. Basically what this is you can sell your character as an NFT. So if you're a whale, you can sell your character. If you're like a grinder, you just want to make a little bit of money, you can get to level 45 and try to sell your character. If people want to buy it, people can bid on it. And then the token is when you hit level 45, there'll be a material that you can farm in the game, which will let you sell this token or mine the crypto to basically sell it, right? So that's basically what the crypto NFT aspect is all about. So overall thoughts about the game. This game is a huge disappointment for me because the graphics are really nice. There's a lot of like could have a lot of good features, but they just kind of blew it. It's just full autoplay game. I never met like so much autoplay ever. So if you want to play this game, I don't know why you would want to, but this game is basically, it's not even for people that have not a lot of time, because it's a simulation. You're playing a simulation, AFK simulation, right? So I can't even say that this game is for people that don't have much time, because there's so much better auto MMOs out there that you can play. This game is for people that have a bunch of bots that want to make money, because there's a bunch of bots. Even on day one, there was already like bots in the chat. They have a lot of verification process, but basically if you have bots and you're a botter, good game for you. You can basically earn the crypto and sell it. And this game is for like omega whales. Like I'm talking about $100,000 spending whales. And this game is for somebody somewhere. You can play this game. You can grind a month to probably earn like $100 through crypto if you're lucky. But that's basically what the game is for. I would like I said, the only fun I had in this game was when I did that 30-minute fight, and now when I'm gonna uninstall the game. So let me know what you guys think about Night Crows. Honestly, I'm so glad that it had autoplay, because to get 50 hours into the game, I just had to leave my PC on. But thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy. Check out this video right here, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.